Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We are live here and I think it's going to be gorgeous in Seattle. It's really, really pretty. When I was walking Charles yesterday evening, I could see a lot of my neighbors had beautiful flower pots spewed out on their sidewalks and their driveways. I think they're getting a little excited because it's seriously not quite warm enough to be planting.
It was teased a couple days ago. Spring is springing.
Yeah, it's springing. It just hasn't sprung yet.
No,
it's springing.
exactly.
Yeah, good. So I hope you look around your area and, take in the weather, the time of day, so you can get really present in your body as we do this wonderful work together.
We're so looking forward to it.
Yay.
And today too.
Yay.
All right. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We will start things off with Nancy calling in from the Atlanta area. Hi, Nancy.
Hey, guys. I am so excited to be on. Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Well, I just found you recently, and I've been binging on Spotify on your podcast. And
Thank you.
So helpful. I've been working on a lot of things. So I have a lot of areas I could ask, but I think a reading of my chakras and also my aura, if you could, because I've been working on my third layer, because I tend to pull in a lot of people's energy. I'm a massage therapist.
Right.
Even though I'm working on it, I still take away their stuff. So, yeah.
Well, I think it is very intuitive of you to work on your third layer because your third layer is a little wobbly. And so I love that you intuitively knew where to go to work on your auric field. That's impressive. And when I drew out your chakras, you have a stunning third eye. So you're very intuitive. Are you using your intuition with your clients?
I am. I've been working on self-worth and taking responsibility for their stuff, which has really helped me not come home with all of their junk. But I find that when I do use my intuition, I tend to take on more of their things. So I'm really trying to pull back with that.
Okay. I think, because here's what I think you're doing when you're in session is that you're trying to protect your energy. And when people protect their energy, they actually, because you can't, I mean, it's impossible, you're then attracting their energy to your energy. So if you can just let their stuff, it doesn't have to go through you. It can go through the walls or the floor or whatever, but it can also just go through you. If you can just let it go through you, then you're not going to be, unintentionally grabbing and having it stick to you. So if you could be in a freer place about it energetically, instead of a fearful, worried, stressed place, like, oh, I'm going to take all their stuff home with me. No, you don't have to. It's unnecessary. And you sound your energy is really intuitive. And I think that then you can even make your practice different. You can be an intuitive therapist, an intuitive massage therapist, and have a different type of practice and attract different people to you who also want to do inner work and progress. Do you see what I mean?
I do.
And it's not that I don't like your clients. I do. They're lovely, but you're going to get bored eventually.
I am bored. I mean, I'm very much ready to leave it. I'm just not in the place where I can jump to the other thing yet.
I think it can just be a natural thing that's just happening. Like, I don't think you have to do anything. I think you can just let it happen now.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. So many humans try to figure everything out logically with their brain, and that is a complete waste of time. Time, energy, it's completely unnecessary. Okay.
Do you have a recommendation for when I get in that fearful place of how to just, even when I'm feeling their stuff, to allow and know that it's just going to go through me and I'm not going to end up taking it with me?
I think you can just use a what if question. What if my being is happy and thrilled and delighted and beautiful high frequency? So just focus on you. Don't think about them. Don't focus on their stuff. Don't think about it. And I only want you to think of their stuff as beautiful. There isn't a being that I haven't worked with who, or I can think of one actually, but out of all the thousands of people that I've worked with, that I've never thought of what they're working on health-wise or emotional or otherwise as their stuff. I think it is stunningly gorgeous.
Okay.
So you need to look at it that way. You need to change your frame of reference.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have any holes or pass-throughs?
Nope. And I'm going to have to go on to the
Yay!
next caller. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks very much. It's always nice to have no holes.
Yeah, right. I didn't see any holes.
That's
I
good.
didn't see any holes in
Eight-
the 1 minute or 2 minutes that I worked. With you,
Correct. Yes, correct. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Get it locked in, dialed in, and we'll get to you as quickly as we can. Sherry from Southern California is joining us now. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Benny. Hi, Marie.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm one of your students. I feel like it's a sorority powwow because we all call to ask you questions.
And are you talking to which class?
The shift.
Oh, okay,
network.
great. Yeah. Well, because, we have like 400
That's
live
right.
people on the shift, but I love the energy of a large group. I really, really do. I think it's extremely transformative. I also love the smaller coaching, courses that I teach because I can answer hopefully everyone's question individually that they have, right? That's always my
Yeah.
hope.
Well, you're very gracious with the group. You answer
Oh.
everyone's questions. Very gracious.
Oh, thank you. So what can I do for you?
So my question is, I was wondering if you could take a look at my chakras. Something has been like repeatedly happening that's interesting. So I don't know if I'm not doing these exercises right or if I'm overdoing it from our coursework. In meditation, I get so blissed out now. It's beautiful.
Yay!
I can stay there.
Yay!
I can stay there forever. I feel like a consistent movement of energy in my quads. And it's like a twirling feeling. And then you pop into my mind's eye with, your
Yay.
excitement. Like, yes, you feel energy moving.
Yes.
But it's so consistent every time. I'm thinking, oh, is this like a little nudge on my shoulder to pay attention to something?
I think it's excellent. I would never complain about feeling energy moving in my body, no matter where it is, ever. I would just be thrilled and grateful to feel energy moving in my body. That's a sign of consciousness and awareness, and the fact that you can even sense it. I think Kundalini is working really hard to open up in your body.
Okay. What does that mean?
Yeah. So Kundalini is an energy that comes from a different dimension and it enters through the front of the second chakra. So the hips are involved in the, second chakra area. When it enters into that area, it goes up the spine in a figure eight pattern, this electric blue figure eight pattern. Then it enters into the brain. It goes all the way up the brain stem area, enters into the brain and activates all the hormones in your brain to help you with psychic sight and multisensory abilities. So and I wouldn't rush it. I think it's happily and wonderfully happening. I would celebrate this movement in your quads that you're noticing. I think energy is beginning to move up your back to activate Kundalini, which is an important energy. It, again, activates psychic sight. And it's good for healers and intuitives to have Kundalini active in their body.
Wonderful. It feels like free Botox when I finish. Like you.
I've never had Botox, so I don't know what it feels like.
A decade ago, I used to get it, and now, honestly, you come out of these, and it's like your face is so relaxed,
right.
Your muscles.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Free Botox with energy work. I love it. That's a great slogan. Thank you so much, and thank you for participating in the class. And have a beautiful day.
You too.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Sherry, for joining us from Southern California. And now we'll take Cindy from Oregon, just a little further north. So, hi, Cindy.
Hi, Benny. Hi, Marie.
Hi, Cindy.
So happy to talk with you all.
Yes.
I'm taking your class on the Shift Network.
Lovely.
It's the second one, and I am super excited and love it and love you.
Thank you. We love you too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
I've been working on self-love and trust, and I'm ready for my next step, but I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I talked with you prior to last year, and you said I was super close. I think I'm here. I think I know what I want to do. I want to do coaching, energy work. I want to heal.
Great.
I don't know if that's in me.
Yes, it is. It totally
is.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Of course. Absolutely. Knowing what we want and feeling joy about it is actually a confirmation. Joy is always the confirmation. No matter what's going on, joy is the yellow brick road and it makes you happy, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And I am trying to keep myself and high frequency, trying to embrace all the magnificent and delicious joy that is present in every moment.
Yay.
And
so there's
feel
one
great
thing I
about
want
that.
you to work on, and that is receiving.
Receiving.
Yeah, especially into the heart chakra, because you do have a leak in that vortex. And a lot of empathic people are always trying to help others with their own energy. And even healers, we use the energy of the universe. We don't use our own energy. So I want you to think about absorbing tons of subatomic particles, light, energy, whatever you want to call it, into the heart chakra consistently all day long forever. I want you to work on that.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. But,
And
mhm.
I also, I've been trying to stay open to hear my guides, and all the time I am reminding them that I'm open and I'm listening and I'm ready and I'm slow. And if they could like do really like elementary baby
That's
talk
what I
to me.
ask my guides to do when I really need an answer and I feel like, because they're talking to us all the time, right? They never stop a form of communication. We're either not in a high enough frequency to allow it to happen, or we're not in a receptive mode. And so I'll say, you guys got to dumb it down. You got to dumb it down today, make it very, very simple. And then the part that you need to work on is letting go. You have to let go. It's kind of like, if we put, let's say if you were doing laundry and you put, a bunch of wet clothes into the dryer and then you just stood in front of the dryer staring at it, it would seem like it would take hours for it to finish. So when you're waiting for your guides to talk to you, you have to walk away from the dryer. You have to walk away. You have to distract yourself. Go make some food. Go work in the yard. Go for a drive. Go do something to distract yourself. Cleaning toilets works really well for me. But any kind of housework actually works great. And so just distract yourself, and then you're going to hear, see, or feel, or have the knowingness that you're desiring.
Excellent. Very good. I will
Good.
practice that. Do they have any message that they're telling you to give to me now other than what you've just communicated?
They just iterate again about the fourth chakra. Time to
Okay.
receive. You want stuff to happen, you need to take energy in, because everything is made from energy.
Great.
Okay.
Love it.
All right.
Thank
Have a great
you.
day.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Have a great, beautiful day.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, thanks, Cindy, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. And now let's take Brandy calling in from Colorado. Hi, Brandy.
Hi.
Hi,
Benny.
Brandy.
Hi.
Thank you. Hi, Marie.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing so good. Thank
Yay. I
you.
love
Good.
it. Sounds like a lot of people are today.
Mhm.
Like they seem in good,
I
great spirits,
know.
high energy. I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, my daughters tell me that I fangirl over you, and I'm trying to keep my voice from like being shrill and.
That's
gushy,
pretty
but-
cute. That's
Girl crush,
really
fangirl.
precious.
Yeah, I like it
Yeah,
too.
thank
Cute.
you very much. It's very kind of you. What can I do for you?
Yeah. Well, I took your shift class, your
Mhm.
first one,
Uh-huh.
and I've been doing so much work and using your what if questions, and I got to talk to you twice during that class, and
Yay.
I've absolutely changed. I mean, I've shifted so much. So I
Yay.
kind of just want to know if you could see my energy and
Mhm.
what that looks like now,
Mhm.
because my issues before were a lot of grief, and I
Oh.
can't believe the change that you've helped
Aw.
me with.
Yay. Well, you are grounded. You're taking in beautiful energy from the earth, from the heavens. Your third eye looks gorgeous. But like our last caller, you have a leak in your fourth. And you said the perfect thing. The grief has shifted, right? Like you're able to let go of the grief, which is wonderful. But now you need to learn to receive. So many empathic people are not great receivers. And yet everything we want to create, and empathic people are very creative people. So they need to work on their receptivity, because what they want to experience is typically different than the majority of the population. So I want you to really work in feeling selfish, that you're taking all this energy in for you, that you deserve it, that it's in your best interest. It reminds me when I'm doing like my facial yoga exercises or using one of my devices, that I'm just spending time being very selfish, resting in my bed, sipping tea, and doing something fun for me. You know what I mean? I want you to really just take really great, wonderful care of yourself and be very, very selfish. Does that make sense?
Yes, no, absolutely. I've actually been on that path since I met you
Good.
in that class in November.
So
Doing little by little bits, but
I think you need
still-
to visualize energy moving into your back, the upper back, front, and the back portion of it. I want you to just visualize energy moving in all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
And then you're going to
wonderful.
be even more inspired and have even more opportunities.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so
You're
much for
welcome.
everything.
You're so welcome. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Say hi to
Thank
your
you.
kids for us.
Yeah, thanks very much, Brandy, for joining in. Clean up that line a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry about that. 877-825-8828. We'll take one more caller before our first break of the hour, and it will be Cher calling in from Seattle. Hi, Cher.
Well, hi.
Hi, Cher. How are you?
I'm good, Marie. I've been years since I've seen you, but I've had several readings with
Ooh,
you in the past
Fun.
and taken one of your energy classes.
Fun. Thank you.
And my question today has to do with we're trying to find a rental in the area, and as you know, rents are crazy around here.
I know. It's just a little cray in the real estate market here in the I even
We're one of
got
the hottest, aren't we?
I know,
Hottest in the market.
probably we are. I just
Mhm.
even got a text the other day from someone because, I get little mail, anybody who owns a house in the area, people are trying to buy.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
But I got a text. I'm like, no, I'm not interested. Because if I move, where am I going to go?
I've gotten a few of those too. I'm like, where did they get my number?
I
How?
know.
But I don't know. They
some
do.
public record
I
somewhere,
see it. You got it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are you looking for?
And we need sort of a special situation. I live
Okay.
with my daughter and her 3 kids and help take care of her daughter who's disabled. And we just keep looking and looking and looking and looking. And I keep knowing and knowing and knowing that the right thing's going to happen when it's supposed to. But I just wonder what's hanging us up.
And where do you guys need to live exactly?
Well, we live in Kenmore now.
Oh,
And
you live so close to me. Love it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we do. And the 2 boys are in high school here, and we'd like to keep them where they can
Of course.
stay with their sports and school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we've been looking.
Yeah. So, but I don't feel a high energy about it. And maybe it's because you've been looking and it's stressful, but everybody needs to get their energy elevated. And, normally I would tell someone in your position to not take care of your child and your grandchildren, but it actually makes you happy. Agreed?
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean,
that wasn't very convincing.
I'm kind of burnt out on everything these days.
So,
And it's, the landlord's bugging us, the owner wants to sell, and,
So I have an idea, which is funny because I read your energy. You're just taking in so much energy. Maybe because there's an opportunity for change here. Do you have to all live together?
Well, close would be good,
Right.
if not together.
I think
Yeah.
close would be better. I think that would be better so you can have some time to yourself. Because, I not everybody has this experience yet, but having grandkids is so incredibly fun. But I get to come home to a clean house and crawl in my beautiful warm bed and not wake up to toys all over the floor and Cheerios. It is heaven. You have the best of both worlds, and you don't really get that. I know that your grandkids are older, it sounds like, than mine, but you need to I think you need your own place. So maybe this is why things have been on hold so that you can have a separate residence. You can go over there and help and do all the things that you need to do, but then get back to your house and have your time to yourself.
It's a question of affording that because both of us, neither one of us make a ton of money at this point.
Right.
And, the rents are crazy around here. And
Right.
Yeah.
I know, but I want you to start looking in that direction. I want you to start looking for either a place where you can have 2 separate buildings, like maybe there's a mother-in-law unit or something of that nature, where there's space for you. And then there's a rule that the kids can't bother you unless it's an absolute emergency.
Yes, that would be perfect.
Right. So maybe that's the reason why things were a little slow, because you hadn't really thought about what's in your highest good. And then you can get happy about it, raise your frequency about it, and get excited. And how we manifest is we have to feel that what we want has already happened. We can't feel, oh my gosh, where is it? We need to find it. The landlords are driving us crazy. Do you have a signed lease?
No, we don't.
Yeah, so that's a little problematic. But do you think they're going to make that house a tear down and then rebuild? Are they going to sell it to a developer? Do you know?
No, they'll just sell it, and the way things sell in this neighborhood, it'll be
it's
gone.
a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe less than that.
Right. So I would love it if you start feeling that it's already happened. It's already happened.
We've been trying to do that.
Yeah, but I don't feel that energy. I think now that you have a different concept, don't think about the money. That's where people make the mistakes, is they think about the money about it. You can't think about the money because the universe can do magical and powerful things if humans stop thinking about dollar signs. So,
Okay.
yeah, good. And
Uh-huh.
notice how your energy increases when I made that suggestion. So you just want to
Right.
think about, ooh, I have a separate residence, or at least a separate bathroom and bedroom that's got a big door in between them and me, and nobody can come in there with my, separate little living room or whatnot,
Mhm.
unless it's an emergency. So I think that's going to
Yeah.
keep your energy elevated. Okay.
Yeah. And that's kind of what we have now, and that's what we've been looking for. So that's
Yeah,
the
but I
other,
don't think the kids respect your space, because otherwise, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I
So
do.
so I think we need to make these changes so that you can get excited and keep your energy elevated and then attract a lovely house. And I would also stop saying, not because it's not true, but we don't want to bring that in, how difficult the rental market is, how expensive it is, or that you and your daughter aren't making the resources that you want. Don't talk about those things, because you're going to
Okay.
attract more of those things.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
And how does my energy look
It looks
overall?
beautiful. That's why I said normally I would tell someone, stop taking care of your grandkids, but there isn't a leak anywhere in your energy system. It looks beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, so good job.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
thanks,
You're
Marie.
welcome. Keep us posted.
Yeah, thanks, Sheriff, for joining us from Seattle. It's almost like the theory on, when you're driving around looking for your parking spot, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh man, it's so busy. I'm not going to be able to find something. And then you're like, wait, it's going to be close. It's going to be by the doors. It's going to be by my, favorite department store. And bingo, there it is.
Exactly. It's
gotta
exactly the
change the
same thing.
attitude,
You
change
got
the
to
energy.
change your
All
energy.
right.
Yeah.
There you go, Sheriff. 877-825-8828. And we'll be right back with more from Marie for our first break right now.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri. Did you know that everything you desire, including happiness, exists in a very high energy vibration? This vibration surrounds you and all of planet Earth, and this extraordinary frequency is also part of your energy system. Surprisingly, very few people know how to use their access to this soaring energy, and many still have difficulty maintaining a bond with this powerful source. Luckily, you could join me for a 12-week vibrational interactive coaching course, online, of course. This beautiful, lovely 12-week program begins every Monday, starting September 19th through December 12th, between 5 and 6:15 p.m. If you want to know more information, please visit energyintuitive.com. I hope to see you soon.
It's time that you are heard, and I don't mean in just a conversation. I mean really heard. Imagine hosting your very own radio program on Alternative Talk 1150. Talk about being heard. Call 425-653-1150 right now to learn how affordable it can be to host your own radio show. Time slots are going fast, so take hold of this chance by dialing 425-653-1150. Alternative Talk. We have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri. As an intuitive, I've had the pleasure of also functioning as a medium. It has brought me incredible joy and, thankfully, closure and pure happiness to many, many people who I've communicated across the veil with. A medium is someone who stands on a bridge. Metaphorically speaking, of course, they act as an energetic connection to the other side, the place where all your loved ones reside once their energy system leaves this earthly form. Please join me for a 12-week mediumship coaching program and learn about the astral plane and the beautiful art of corresponding between worlds. This fabulous 12-week interactive live online course will begin Wednesday, September 21st through December 14th between 5 and 6:15 p.m. For more information, visit energyintuitive.com.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here I think it's going to be beautiful.
I thought
Sometime
you
today.
spaced like you forgot where you were
Oh,
for
no,
a
no,
minute.
no,
Like,
no.
okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
I was debating Bellevue, Washington, what word should I use?
The Greater
right?
Puget Sound
The
area.
Greater Puget Sound area. I think it's going to be gorgeous today.
I hope so too.
It was even so nice in the evening. It stopped raining, went on a lovely walk. It was
What was
so
it, Monday?
pretty.
We hit 60 for like, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Everyone was
That's
out.
probably everybody went and got flowers to go
Dude, right?
plant them in the ground. But it's still
was
cold that
It was
night.
amazing stuff.
Yeah, it was like 30 degrees, I think,
The
this
next
morning.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, skirt.
Yeah, it was cold.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. Bonnie from Michigan. Go Blue. Michigan and Bonnie. Hi. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
We're
Good.
great. Thank you, Bonnie. How are you?
Well, I see we've got another Michigan fan, so that's a
Yes.
good thing.
I'm just a sports guy. I like all.
There's a lot of people in my family.
Oh, good.
That's
Well,
great.
I felt it.
So what can I do for
Well,
you?
Marie, just two quick things. I was wondering if you could give me an energy reading, and then also I'd like to ask what's like important for me to know at this time in my life that I maybe am not aware of or am pushing in the background.
Well, your energy actually looks great. I mean, you do have a small to moderate leak in your heart chakra. This is like the third person, but yours is much smaller than the first two. So continuing to work on receiving, you have tons of beautiful creative energy in your third eye. Do you do any artwork?
No, and I mean, I'm interested in art and I would like to, but I think I just learned from a young age that I think I was told that I wasn't any good at it, so I just never pursued it.
You know what? One of the things I love about YouTube is you can pretty much learn anything on a YouTube channel. I would, look up some sketching or watercolor classes or clay courses, pottery courses, and just do it in the privacy of your own home and let yourself have some creative outlet. Because I think that's going to be very important for your consciousness and just moving forward in your life. You have stunning creative energy in your third eye. Yeah. And then the overall message is you have to learn to let go. You have a perfectionist quality inside of you. And I'm not talking about art when I say this, but just regarding everyone in your life. You want everyone to be great. You want to make sure you show up as the perfect person. I want you to show up a mess. I want you to not care so much about everybody else. I don't want you to have everyone else's needs in front and center in your perception. I want you to make a mess. Yeah, but you're not totally understanding that, correct?
Well, no, I think I do, but I think that I've been working on that and I've been kind of pulling away from the way I've been. But
good. That's great. So keep it up. You're on the right track. Just care less. That's what I'm asking you to do is just don't care as much.
Okay. Well, like I said, I really have been working on that. And anything that my guides in particular would like me to do.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like keep working on not being so perfect, more about having fun on your own. Be concerned with your own fun and creativity and not concerned with everyone else.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Marie.
Have a beautiful day.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Bonnie, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. And now we will take Jan calling in from Chi-Town, Chicago. Hi, Jan.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so grateful to get through. Thank you.
You're very welcome. What can I do for you?
Well, last time I talked to you, I was working on not saving people. So here I am, and I've been working on raising my vibration. And I feel like I have been, but I've got a significant health issue.
Okay. What can I do?
I'm working on supporting my body so it will heal, but I wondered what you see.
Well, I think you're doing a really great job because you're receiving a ton of energy into your heart chakra. Has there been any improvement regarding this health issue?
No, it's just cyclic. It's been years, and it's like seems nerve related. Like my whole right side of my body just goes wacky.
Yeah. So I want you to stop saying significant health issue.
Okay.
Because it's not. Do you need to be hospitalized or be on any harsh treatments? I already know the answer. Can you hear
Wait, I
me?
didn't hear your.
Oh, the
didn't hear your
question is,
question.
do you need to be hospitalized or on harsh treatments?
No.
Exactly. This is not a significant health issue. I want you to, because the mind is so powerful. When a person gets caught up in a phrase and they keep repeating it, they create more issues and problems with it. So you can never say that again regarding
Okay.
this. You can't say this anymore. And did you say it was the right-hand side of the body?
Yes.
Okay, so the right-hand side of the body is about control. It's really about power, but when people have issues with it, it's like they're controlling. And you're probably internally controlling, not externally controlling. And that would go along with what we just talked about with our last caller about not being so concerned about how other people feel, about what's going on with them, about taking care of them. Every time I say that, it reminds me of this last holiday dinner at my house, where usually I have to wash dishes for 2 to 3 days after the holidays, even though the kids did help in between breastfeeding and running around toddlers and, they helped, but it's still not enough because now we have a extra large family, eating lots of food and in high chairs and throwing food and, all of that stuff that goes along with
Wasn't
it.
me.
Yeah. But I ordered food this time. Even though not everybody was thrilled about that, I didn't care. I was like, no, and I ordered really great food, high quality, like what we normally eat. It was delicious. Everyone finished it. And my house was clean in less than 24 hours. Like perfect.
It's the best.
It was the best. So what I'm trying to say is the reason why I see that picture is because you still are caring too much about what other people need versus what you need. And you're taking great energy into your heart chakra, and then you're overly exaggerating what's going on in your body. You don't have a significant health issue. You have a mystery.
Okay, maybe I should have said significant pain because that's truly what I feel. Sometimes it's just undoing.
Yeah. I don't see what you're talking about. What would it be like if you didn't think about it for 48 hours? If you chose not to think about the right-hand side of your body, not to think about your nerves, not to think about pain for 48 hours, let's see what changes if you could change your focus. Because you're attracted to it. There's an obsession about it. And a lot of times things get better if you just leave it alone. Because your energy looks great in your body. And the body's massively intelligent. If we leave it alone, it knows how to repair itself. It knows how to fix itself. It knows how to rebalance and move into alignment. So take the challenge of, as an experiment. I love doing, experiments of awareness and consciousness, whether it comes to healing or anything else that I'm manifesting. So for 48 hours, do your best to not look at, think about, or contemplate this thing that you thought was significant. Okay? And let's see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. Willing to try it?
I'm willing to try it. It's just that I'm in a lot of pain. I'm not quite sure what to do with that because it's right there.
I know. Well, let's ignore it and see what happens because nobody's had a solution, right? So your body is super intelligent. Let's leave it alone and see if your focus that you've previously had, once it's taken away, if your body starts to repair. I'm asking you just to ignore something for 48 hours. Something you don't even like anyway. Okay. Athletes do this all the time. Athletic people in professional careers ignore their pain in their body and their discomfort all the time. You can do this. And let's just see what happens, okay?
Okay.
And then use the what if question. What if my body's happy? And don't analyze or process the question. Just repeat it, every 30 minutes in your mind. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Keep me posted.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jan, for joining us from Chicago, 877-825-8828. We'll take now Steve calling from the Massachusetts area. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Hello, Steve. What can I do for you?
I guess I'm just looking to see how my energy's looking, how my chakras and all that stuff.
Steve, one of the things you
Very
don't know
relaxed.
about yourself is that and maybe you do know this and I'm misinterpreting that, but you're really funny. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, yeah, you're a funny guy. Have you ever thought about being a stand-up comedian?
No. Stage fright gets me too much.
But I think that's
too much stage fright.
Yeah, but for a person who I used to be really, really shy when I was a nurse and I would have to give report to the oncoming charge nurse, I would turn beet red and sweat like a pig. And seriously, I still sometimes sweat before I teach a class or something like that. I get nervous. Yeah, so I want you to embrace what this stage fright that you described it and think of it as excitement. I want you to change your perception about it because I think you would be great at it. I think you would love it. I think it'd be super fun for you. I want you to investigate working on a stage as a comedian. I'm not kidding.
I hear you, but
what?
I don't know.
Most people are afraid of their magnificence and their natural gifts and talents, and they won't give themselves a fair shake at what one of the things they've brought to earth that could not only benefit them enormously, but others as well. So I want you to really consider it. Maybe even use the what if question. What if I allow my authentic, powerful nature to come through to entertain and raise the frequency of others?
I could try that. I've been trying a lot of what if questions these days. I did take your first shift course.
Thank you.
And I've been using that.
Great.
Every week I go through the recordings and I practice the what ifs and I get wisdom from and the teaching. So
well, thank you so much. I'm so excited for you, and I'm excited to see what you're going to do with your comedian career.
I think it's there.
Yeah.
You can start small,
Sure,
small
of
little
course.
lounges.
Yeah.
And then work your way up to, stadiums.
Exactly.
It happens.
But I really want you to embrace this because stage fright for you is really just a form of resistance. It's not authentic. It's not a true aspect of who you are. You actually really like the crowd, but you've convinced yourself because humans do that. They convince themselves they're not good enough or they have stage fright or they're not smart enough, blah, all these things. We convince ourselves and then we hold ourselves back. And in reality, your magnificence, your omnipresence wants to shine through and allow more of other things that you are as well. Once we open up the floodgate to one aspect of one's omnipresence, then many, many other things become available to us as well. So I would put some energy into it.
Well, I've been working on it because I'm one of those empaths that learned I need to stop taking care of others and set some good boundaries. So that's been my biggest piece right now.
Congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
Going in the lower body there. So
good.
Any leaks anywhere you're noticing?
Nope. Not a leak.
Not a leak.
Not a leak.
Leak free.
Well, that's leak free.
Leak free.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Good job. And thanks for calling in. And I can't wait to hear about your comedian career.
Yeah, let us know where you're going to do your first gig or maybe second or third. Warm up a little bit. So it's all good. Steve, thanks for calling. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We will head off to our second break, unfortunately, but we'll be back. It won't take long. From Marie.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri. Did you know that everything you desire, including happiness, exists in a very high energy vibration? This vibration surrounds you and all of planet Earth, and this extraordinary frequency is also part of your energy system. Surprisingly, very few people know how to use their access to this soaring energy, and many still have difficulty maintaining a bond with this powerful source. Luckily, you could join me for a 12-week vibrational interactive coaching course, online of course. This beautiful, lovely 12-week program begins every Monday, starting September 19th through December 12th, between 5 and 6:15 p.m. If you want to know more information, please visit energyintuitive.com. I hope to see you soon.
Have something important to say? Want to help improve our world? Need to promote your business uniquely and effectively? KK&W is the answer. Our staff helps broadcasters and podcasters create professional sounding audio. Bring your talent and let our experts help you craft a radio show or podcast that best delivers your message. Learn more at 1150kknw.com. That's 1150kknw.com. KKNW, talk variety that's live and local.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri. As an intuitive, I've had the pleasure of also functioning as a medium. It has brought me incredible joy and thankfully closure and pure happiness to many, many people who I've communicated across the veil with. A medium is someone who stands on a bridge, metaphorically speaking, of course. They act as an energetic connection to the other side, the place where all your loved ones reside once their energy system leaves this earthly form. Please join me for a 12-week mediumship coaching program and learn about the astral plane and the beautiful art of corresponding between worlds. This fabulous 12-week interactive live online course will begin Wednesday, September 21st through December 14th between 5 and 6:15 p.m. For more information, visit energyintuitive.com.
Make it a great day. Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are live here, and I can see the sun coming out now in the Pacific Northwest.
So you were right 45 minutes ago. You were absolutely 100%
Yeah.
right. You should start doing my weather reports.
Okay, that sounds great. But then I have to come even earlier. I can barely get out of the house as it is, to get here.
So we might have some challenges.
Yeah, we would have some challenges unless I can do the radio report from home and then jump in the car. Yeah.
This is Marie calling from the chopper. Skies above, the sound.
Yeah, this is not going to happen. No.
The song coming back was actually Michael Franti and Spearhead and
They're going to
Jen.
be here.
Yes, they're actually, the Chateau Saint Michel, the winery, has released their summer
I
concert
saw that. One of
series.
my friends sent it to me. The Goo Goo Dolls are playing a whole bunch of
Huge lineup.
Yeah, I've already seen Nora Jones and the Gypsy Kings before there, so I won't go see those again. But there's a whole bunch, and it's so for those of you who don't live here, it's this gorgeous winery with this beautiful lawn, and they have this cool stage, of course, and hundreds of people come. You get food, you get drinks,
Lawn chairs and wine.
lawn chairs and blankets, and you hang out, and there's so many people you have to park pretty far away.
It's worth the hike, though.
It is, and then you get on some bus that takes you into
A little shuttle, yeah.
Yeah, a little shuttle.
It is great. It's a great venue. It's all laid out. There's great bands. Hit up the website for them, and
Yeah, it's
really cool.
gorgeous.
So Michael Franti will be there in July.
Ooh,
So that'd be cool. Check
I'm
it out.
excited.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We will travel back to Michigan and we'll take Brooke. Hi, Brooke.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning,
guys.
We're great. Thank you. What can I do for you?
Awesome. Marie, I just have to say your energy style and teaching style are inspiring. And I hope I might help others in such a fashion.
That just warms my
absolutely
heart. That's
adore what you do for people. So
well, thank you. I'm
with-
glad that it's inspiring you to teach. That just makes me
is.
very happy. Very,
It
very
is.
happy.
It gets me super excited.
Yay.
So I often think of myself like a bird and creative to have a bird's eye view of things.
I love that.
But I'm looking for a higher perspective.
About what?
Well, I have to say it would be my soul's purpose. Because while I'm focused on relationship and career, really that's not what I want to go after. It is more, and I could guarantee my spirit guides would tell me, take it easy, less pressure, slow down, like you know.
Well, why can't career and purpose be combined?
Well, that's what I think.
Well, you're right.
I believe
because
that they should be.
You're a worker dog. Some people like to work. I'm one of those. I've worked since I was 15. I like to work. I do. It's in my sixth house. Some people who, so, with all that Saturn there and all that interesting stuff. So you like to work. So I think it needs to be a combination. So what do you want to do? Well, you're inspired by the way I teach. So obviously you want to teach, you want to coach, you want to train, you want to heal, you want to do all those things, right?
I want to do all of those things.
Yeah.
And I feel like it should happen in a fun, easy, quick, healing way. But that is not the norm.
Why? It was my norm.
I'm not
Why can't it be the
like your
norm?
norm. Yeah.
Why can't it be
Okay.
the norm?
So
Why can't it be?
that
could be a great what if question for you.
Okay.
It's the norm for me to have an incredible expansion, melting career and life purpose together. And I'm overjoyed and grateful.
Perfect.
So what were you going to say?
Well, right now I seem to be extremely worried about finances.
Yeah, that has
but
to
I
go
haven't
away.
been my entire life. And I'm trying. I am trying to sit in the lower part of my body, and I'm trying to say it's going to be okay.
Yeah, but there's a formula.
In my relationship, I'm asking for permission for things that aren't accepted.
Oh, well,
So,
that's a problem. That's a major
Right.
problem. I mean, I will say my kid's dad, when we were married, because I was married for 20 years and I opened up towards the end of the marriage, and his only request was, you can do whatever you want. You just have to pay your share of the bills, And of course, my share was the mortgage, which was great because I did get the house, and the divorce, that was all fair, but he didn't care what I did. So so that's fascinating. You don't feel like you have permission to, right? So
yeah. So I'm not sure if, like you told the last guy, hey, I think you'd be a great stand-up comic. Not that I'm looking for an exact, but I find
I already
myself
told
sitting with
you
so much
everything that you
balance.
want, I think, is correct. So are you in one of the shift class right now?
I'm in your shift class. I'm in
Okay.
several.
Okay. So, that's how fun.
Yeah, right.
But there's a bonus on my current shift course all about wealth and how to attract
I've
it.
definitely listened to it.
But you
I
did
have
not
listened
give
to it.
those responses when you said, I'm staying in my body. I'm telling myself I have enough money. Remember what you're supposed to do whenever you think about money. You have to think of something else that makes you happy before you grab your wallet, your credit card, your checkbook. You put your password into the computer. Before you connect with wealth in any way, shape, or form, you have to change your energy to be in a very high, happy vibration, which is typically unrelated to wealth. So what is your happy spot? What makes you happy?
Right. So that's what I was saying, like anything tropical, coconuts, but
I love it.
Not bad.
So when you say cocoa for Cocoa Puffs or cocoa for Cocoa, I mean, that's kind of what it reminds me of, but yeah.
So when you're
exactly
thinking
that.
of your new career, I want you to think of coconuts.
Okay.
Right? Right. Because
and then I'll be headed in that direction.
I think you're headed in that direction. I think that you're in a relationship with someone who isn't honoring your spirit. Because I can't imagine being with a partner. I can't imagine. And them telling me what they wanted to investigate. Because that's what partnership is about, supporting each other and giving each other freedom.
Right.
Otherwise, we might as well be single. Hello?
Right.
That's how I feel. I mean, if I can't be
Yeah.
free in a relationship, then I would prefer to be single. That's just my perception of it.
Right.
So,
yeah. So then what do you say about the idea of biased perspective?
What's that?
And I say that, well, like when you think about one thing, because that's exactly what I've been sitting with. Like, if I can't be my authentic self, then I'm out of here. But
I don't see you
young,
leaving the relationship.
Pardon?
I don't see you leaving this relationship anytime soon.
Okay.
Well, have you made plans? Are you going to?
No, but it's strange because it's like the universe has been opening up for us and literally allowing me the space that I've needed. And so my husband and I are certainly together in our marriage, but I'm living in Michigan, he's living in Atlanta working.
Oh, nice.
So I've had the space to study, but I'm having all of this pressure put on me. And when I'm telling him what I want to do, which is, I would say my business card would be making spirits bright.
I love that.
Kind of highlighting,
I love it.
that lost loved ones are near you, like to help people with grief, thinking that they're alone.
So here's what
I lost.
So here's what I suggest. Don't tell him anything anymore. Don't share anything with him. No, because when people are manifesting, they really should keep all of that information to themselves, because we're so sensitive, especially empathic people, that when we hear or even feel the response of another person that's negative, we start crushing our dreams. This is a big, important law in manifesting. It's in every manifesting book on the planet. You don't tell anyone. And I definitely would not tell him, because he's not even supporting your dreams. And then the only people you can tell, but I even recommend you just don't tell a lot of people at all, are the ones that you know would only go, "Oh, that's amazing. Great job. I'm so happy for you." So don't tell him anything anymore and start doing what you need. I think you're going to have the energy to allow things to co-create, especially since you're living apart right now.
Which is perfect, except maybe you can help me with a portion of I feel like I'm resisting getting an alternative job. I had a professional job. I made a great income, but last May I knew I had to leave and I left. So I left traditional medicine, which I loved for 20 years. I made a big impact. It was great. I still like traditional medicine, but I think I'll make a bigger impact.
I've already given you the tools about resources, and I would recommend you start using them. You already have the tools. You have all of them. You're very smart, and you need to start using them and stop using old tools that are just going to lower your frequency and your vibration.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
New tools.
Yeah, use the new ones.
so
You're welcome. Have a
much.
beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Brooke from Michigan. We just need to sneak off to one or maybe two more before we end the show for today. Thanks for calling in. And now we'll take Miranda from Kenmore. Hi, Miranda.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Miranda. What can I do for you?
Hi. I was hoping for a mediumship reading. I just wanted to see if there was anyone on the other side that had any messages for
Well,
me.
you got a couple people. Do you have a woman who's crossed over recently? Or are you looking for a woman?
Actually, no. All of them are men.
Do you have a grandmother that's passed?
Oh, okay. Yes, actually, I do. I wasn't super close to her.
Yeah.
But yes.
Well, here's the deal. Sometimes people who have crossed over, like the ones you're looking for, either they just got there, so they haven't been there very long, or they weren't good communicators in the physical form, or they are weirded out by this whole idea of mediumship because they haven't been there long enough. And then so someone steps in as a spokesperson. So you have a woman and then 3 men. I want to say 2.5. I don't know why, but 3 men.
2.5.
I know.
Is that possible?
No,
Oh.
but that's just what I.
First I've heard that.
Right. I'm behind her.
Ah.
And she's trying to get my attention. Like she's pretty chatty, and a little pushy. And sometimes they'll pick someone who's a little pushy too, to like push the energy forward. But she says that grandparenting wasn't her thing, actually. Like she didn't really enjoy being a grandparent. She could have been too far away. There could have been all kinds of circumstances, but it wasn't like her thing. So she said that it's not that that you guys couldn't have been close, but she just didn't have the energy for it. Some people spend so much time raising their family, but by the time they have grandkids, they're just exhausted. And the idea of spending time with them is horrifying.
It wasn't really her fault. I mean, I wasn't very close with my dad, so it was kind of more of a connection that way.
I think it's the grandparents' responsibility, right? Regardless of it. So is it your dad?
What was the question?
Is your father living?
Yes, he's living.
Okay. So is this somebody related to him?
No, it's actually on my mom's side of the family. She had a brother pass away in February 2021. Huh. And she's having a hard time.
Yeah. So this isn't really about you. This is about your mom.
Well, there was 2 people I was, like one of them would have been for me, and if the other one, I was kind of seeing if either one of those would have come forward. But
okay, so this is really for your mother, and this is your uncle that you were not close to. At least that's not how I feel.
No,
right?
I mean, he lived here, but
not an interest in him at all, from what I can see. Right?
Yeah. Well, he was very. I felt a close connection to him in the way that I feel a close connection to my mom's side of the family. He was very like atheist, and
you can. It's okay to say no. You can say, yeah, no, I wasn't interested in him, or we didn't. It's okay to say that. We don't have to have reasons why we're not close to family members, right? It's okay.
I wasn't close to him.
Yeah, and I don't think he's. I mean, I could, because this is about you, really. Even though you're asking for your mother. But your mom needs to let go of relationships that weren't in her best interest either. Because it wasn't a great relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of one-sided. Yeah. It was not a great relationship. So now that I can move people around. This is why it's really important, especially if you're going to ask in a really short period of time, focus on yourself. When people call in, I think they should focus on themselves rather than the other people. But there is a younger man jumping up and down trying to get my attention now that I've moved a couple people over, or moved your mother's energy over. And the only thing he has to say to you is he appreciates and values every kind prayer and love that you have sent him since he passed. He can hear everything you say and everything you think, and he is grateful. So that's what I can hear from him. Okay?
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I have to go. Benny's playing the music. Thank you, everyone, for calling in. I wish you a gorgeous and beautiful day here on Earth, and fall madly in love with yourself. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.